Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are explaining about Azure Data Factory and Azure Databricks, which are the most powerful tools of Azure ecosystem. So, if you are pursuing data engineering or the data science or interested in data workflow, then this video will be perfect for you. So, without any further delay, let's talk about our video. Okay. So let's first talk about Azure Data Factory. What is Azure Data Factory? It is help for ETL tools, extract, transform, and loading. And Azure Data Factory is the data services data integration service which helps you move and transform data from one sources to another source. And we will see how it automates the data workflow in the Azure Data Factory. Okay. And the next thing is the Azure Databricks. So while in the Azure Databricks, it's a Apache Spark based analytical platform. It will helps you to analyze the data in the machine learning algorithms also. It will support Python, SQL for all the queries. So what I will do is I will do ETL from Azure Blob Storage to SQL using Azure Data Factory. So what I will do after this is I want to see from the SQL I want to use in the Power BI as the for the analytics. Not only this, I will analytical in the local Databricks also, and also I will show you that. So first of all, first the thing is Azure Blob Storage. In the Blob Storage, we will store the CSV format, and then we need to connect the pipeline to SQL, and from the SQL through, we need to connect to Databricks. And then finally, we will analyze into the Power BI. So we will make the like a pipeline to the Power BI also. So and let's get into the coding session and the development session. Okay. So I am in my local system and I want to show you a like a CSV file where I have a month and temperature column. So I will give you the best January of 56 degrees centigrade, February of 32 degrees centigrade. So this is about CSV. So how we will make all the things possible? Let me see in the development side. So let me close this and yeah, we particularly save it in the temperature like in the desktop. So there is no need of saving. So let me close this and I will open my Azure platform. Okay, let's open my Azure platform. So I think my Azure home screen is full, like totally fully organized and nothing is there. So see, you can able to see there was nothing was there. So about your one like resource group. So we will forget about that. So what I have to do is the first thing is we need to create a Azure storage account. So let me create a storage account first. Let me create this. It was going to deployment. Just wait for the few seconds. So yeah, it's come to storage accounts. Yeah. So what the thing is, I want to create the new resource group test win. So I want to give all the things in one resource group. Okay. So the storage account, the SQL database, and not only this, Azure Databricks and the Azure Data Factory also in the same resource group. The resource group will manage all the things. Okay. And my storage account is my storage 156. It's already taken. So what I will do, s- storage. So see, fast storage. Like this type of name will never experienced by Azure, I think. So yeah, I was given the Azure like a storage account name, and what I have to do, I can use the Azure Blob Storage or the Azure Data like a leg generation too. So why these are the things is Azure files are about to shareable. These are not these are see the blob storage will contain set of things like CSV, Excel, SQL database, anything, any raw data. Okay. So I'm taking the standard format and your redundant storage. Yeah, let's make it quick. Yeah, by default I'm taking. So what the thing is, I need to upload my CSV into this storage account. Let me click on create again. We are getting closer, and just a second. Okay, and also we can create the new thing here, new tab. But yeah, the deployment is in still progress, and we will also create a Azure SQL database. So where the SQL can you able to find here? So I want to create a SQL database. While see the storage account is in progress, and now I'm creating the SQL. See, I'm taking the resource group as the test when I previously given. Okay, and now I need to enter my database. What is my database? I will give fast data DB, fast database. Okay, so I given fast data. This is my database name. So don't be confused, okay? See, if we have to give the unique name, that's why I give the unique name. And the water server, like I need to create my own server. For the server name, I can give the server name Flask server. Okay, this is my server, and it was initializing. Yeah, it's taken the code thing, and we can give the west twist, which the like availability zone, and we have to use the SQL authentication. So I am giving Achut as the username and Microsoft soft @123 as my credentials. Microsoft @123. So let me give in my credentials here. And then now what I have to do here, I have to go to several configuration. See, I don't want any elastic bolt because it is not in the production department. So let me give as we can give the generation two, we can give the lowest generation. But while getting into the networking, we have to compulsory click on public endpoint because we need to access to our database in the Azure portal. Not only this, if I want to access my SQL database into my local SSMS, like my SQL server, SSMS Studio, if I want to able to access there also, I need to click on S. Okay, so SSMS means SQL. Just a second. SQL Server Management Studio, right? So if you want to configure, we have to do all the things. And then we leave it as it is possible. And in the security, we can make see the additional settings. If you want the additional databases, like it will give the new samples as we want. But I don't want now. So I'm keeping as the none. So let me create on my database and let me check. See, it will take at least say it is validating at the down. After click on create, we will get into this that storage account. Okay, so it's still in deployment process. So let's get into my storage account. So what I have to get here, I have to see in the storage account, it's the storage, right? So I need to create the container here, where the container will store my all my data, blob storage. So what the container I have to create is container one. So let me click on container one. Yeah, it's the container one where I can upload the file, right? See, I'm able to upload this temperature. I already showed you in the previous one. So let my thing is what like able to upload it. And now what I have to do, I have to get to home screen. And now what the thing is, I have to create the data pipeline through the Azure Data Factory, right? I already said you before. So I'm creating the Azure Data Factory. So I'm creating like getting with the test win resource group. And what is the name I should have to give to the data factory? My data factory, right? Data factory. So let me give as possible. So see Azure Data Factory it was already taken. So fast factory. Now it's already taken. Data factory 123987. Hey, how many things it will going to given? So I will give it's a data factory, right? First data factory. See, see it's the last time I have to give. So let me change the east to west to east. Then it should be taken now. Let's let's do it this. And we will get see it's the data factory. Right? It was asking for the Git configuration, whether you want to get from the Git factory. No, I don't want. So let's get into the networking. We need to access the public endpoint. Yeah, it's good. And coming to advanced the tags and the review and create, it's getting validated and click on create. So, okay, my database also get created. So let's get into the resource group. And what the thing I will do here, I have to get the query editor. See, for the I have given two fields in my CSV format. For the thing is one is month and the other is temperature. And the month will be in the varchar. So I given my password Microsoft at the rate 123. So let me click on OK. Whether it can be accessible or not, we will see. Yeah, it can be accessible. And now what I have to get is see create a table what the employee table of month, right? Month we can give as a name. Okay, name varchar varchar just a second varchar of 50 comma and the second one is temperature, right? Temp and then we can give as integer, right? So let me run this query and what the thing is happen create table. Okay, I given here the quotation. You can remove it and we can run this query. Whether it will be succeed or not, we will see. So let me refresh this table and let me check my table. Yes, it's able to create. And now what the thing is, I have to insert. Shall we insert? No, we will insert that data like January, February, March, like this. So that for that we have to create a pipeline. So yeah, my SQL table is done. And now I will go with the Azure Data Factory. So yeah, my data factory is done. So it's the resource group, right? Teshwin resource group, where this is the thing managing all the things. So I will go into my data factory. So click on launch studio. So what the thing I have to do here in the Azure Data Factory, I need to create the new pipeline. Okay. So let me wait for 2 minutes. Okay. So I'm getting into this pencil like a editor button. So let me create a new pipeline. What this pipeline will make, these are the responsible for the ETL tools. So let me come to copy data. And what the thing I have to do, see, we need to maintain two things. One is the source where we are getting the data from, and where we have to sync. Okay, where we have to sync. So I am getting the data from the Azure Blob Storage, and I am getting into this SQL, Azure SQL. So let me create the source. So what the copy it is, we can mention the name as copy data is already there. So um, blob to SQL. Okay. Yeah, I given my name. In the description, we don't change anything. And let me get into the source where we have to get the source. We already mentioned our like CSV in the Azure Blob storage, right? So from there we have to get. So let me click on new, and now we have to uh see check the blob storage. We can search, yeah, automatically, so it will get blob storage, and we have to get some delimited text because it's a CSV, right? So let me create on continue, and now here we have to create a link storage, linked thing pipeline. So what? So it will call as a linked services. So let me create an service so we can get from the container. So let me create a new here, and Azure Blob Storage one from the Blob Storage, right? So account key, all the things as usual, like by default. And now in this subscription, it's my Azure subscription, and I need to give the my storage account name. It's the first echo storage 156 I given, and now click on create. After creating the linked service, we need to attach our container. See here, or we need to browse our directory. So from the container one, okay, yeah, we have temperature.csv. So let click on OK. So see, I link my CSV, but whether it will be get good or not, how we will know? We don't know, no. So we have a button called preview data. So let's get on preview. It will preview the data. See here, my January, February, March, April, May, June, all this temperature data, right? So now I get the source account, but where I have to sync, we this is the pipeline, right? From pipeline from Azure blob storage to SQL. So we click on sync and create a new link services. Click on new, and we will click on SQL. We can't see, we can able to find out easily, but for your thing, see SQL database, Azure SQL database. Let me click on OK. Whether I don't know, I will get or not. Okay. So see Azure SQL database one. Description, all the things. Okay, we need to select the subscription. In which subscription we are getting. So we are selecting the server name, and then we need to get the database name. We given the first data, right? Database name. I forget all the things. So we are getting to SQL authentication, and my user ID is Achyut, and the password I given Microsoft @123. Hmm? Whether C, okay, I given I think, but let me create on, see my numeric thing is getting, yeah, so okay. I'm able to fetch, yeah. So let me click on OK. Now I create the sync like a sync storage. So where I am getting the pipeline from Azure Blob Storage to SQL. And finally, we will get into this mapping. See, we have to click on import schema. So whether the both are matching or not. I have the two things in my CSV. One is month and the temperature. And now in the SQL, I have two things. One is name and the temperature. So let me check the both the gets. See in the schema, we can able to change as it is. So it is getting about the string, but not at all issue. Yeah, in the string format also it can validate. So click on validate and validate all, and we can publish. Just click on publish. So the pipeline will about to going to deploy. So let me click on debug. So if we check on monitor, see it was able to monitor, I think. So no, see, but what the thing is, we already given a run, right? But it is not able to going to run. Yeah, let's add a trigger. See, we can click on trigger now, right? The data pipeline using the lost publisher configuration. Okay, so let me check on monitor. Yeah, here running successfully, right? My pipeline was successfully deployed. Yeah, right. So yeah, now it's done, right? The pipeline got triggered. So where I have to check now? I have to check the sync storage, right? So let me click on check get to the SQL database. So let me check on select store from EMP, right? Okay, let me click on run whether I will get or not. I'm not getting anything. Okay, what I have to do here? I have to let me refresh. So let me run this query once again. If I'm not getting, reload the thing. So again, Microsoft, direct 123. Whether I don't know I'm getting or not. So again, I need to get the query. Select store from EMP. Let me check whether I have to get, but why I don't know. So the pipeline got okay. It is still in progress. Okay. How much time it will take, we will see. Anything is blocked? No, no. The run started 6:51 and now it's 6:53. So it's a manual trigger. The status is showing in progress, still in progress. So let me wait for 2 minutes whether it will be progress or not. It anyhow the last refresh in 2 minutes ago. Can I able to refresh this? The pipeline runs. We will check. Yeah, I think it will take 2 or 3 minutes. The pipeline runs. It's still in progress. Let's wait for 2 minutes. We will definitely get the output, right? Yeah. See now, I'm getting succeed. I'm getting success message, right? So, but what the thing is, I run 2 times. So, whether I will check. So let me wait for like give me a minute. So what the thing is, I will check into my SQL database. So what the thing is, select store from what we have to get employee, right? Yes. Let me run this query. I will check whether I will get my data penetrate two times. January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, again January, February, March, April, May, June. Two times I am getting right into my local database. It's not the local database, it's Azure SQL database. So I'm penetrating two times. I triggered, if I trigger one more time, see if I click on rerun, see, are you sure want to rerun the pipeline? Yeah, okay. So it's getting the process and one more time. See now it's showing still in progress. Again, if it is succeed, then if I check once again I will get the January, February, March. So how many times I will get that triggered? At that much times the pipeline got executed and the data will be received. So for this you learn how we will migrate the data from one source to another source. And now what the thing you have to learn is we can able to show this data in Power BI. We can able to do in two ways. One is from like Databricks, and the another is SQL to Power BI. Okay, how you want to see? So let me click on Power BI. Power BI desktop. So it's get about to trigger. But see, one second. For the analyzing this into this if I want to click on SQL Server, I can easily get deployed. But we need to do one thing. See, I will show you first. It is a HOT. Okay, this server, right? It's getting server. Then what the server I need to give? How to get this? Click on home screen. Yeah, click on home. And what the server here? It's the fast data. Okay. So let's get into this server authentication and click on Power BI. Control V, click on OK. And here in the database we have the credentials. So let me give etc HOT Azure and Microsoft @ 123. So let me click on connect. It will not going to happen because okay, it's getting happen. See, if you can able to see my data, I can easily able to fetch here. See, sometimes it will get the IP address issue. We had to configure our local IP address into this Azure like SQL database. And now see, if I click here, see, I'm getting my employee table here in the Power BI in my local PC. See now, what the thing is, I want to show this dashboard here in the big screen. So let me open my employee and the name and the temperature. If I given, see, I'm getting the thing now. In the January, I have the 112. The February and the March, June, I'm getting in the order wise, right? So if I give on here, I can getting in another visual transformation. So if I want to show like this, I can able to show in any way. So we can add the donut chart. So the January, how much temperature I'm getting, February month, how much I'm getting. So we can visualize through the Power BI like this also. But I want to show in the another way through the Power Azure Databricks. So can we configure that? Let's try. So let me close this. Okay. Don't save nothing. And see in the SQL database. We have a four-way also. So through this also we can able to connect. Not at all issue. So this is the database, right? So let me click on. Okay, the see this pipeline runs successfully. View pipeline. See, if I click on refresh, see if I click on OK, see it is getting succeed. The blob to SQL wide succeed. So it's the third time to run because we already run two times. It's the third time. Okay. And let me click on home. And what the thing is, we have to create the Databricks, right? So where the Databricks is, Databricks. Where the thing, Azure Databricks, right? So let me create the Azure Databricks. So what the thing I have to give? I have to give the test win resource group, right? So this resource group will managing all the things, and we can give the Databricks, my Databricks, my Databricks. So what I have to do here, see my Databricks and West US I given, and anything in the network into the manage resource group, resource group name, my source. I think no need, but for the confirmation I'm giving and come to networking. So S, click on S, encryption, no, we don't have further complementations. So click on review and create. Okay. So let me click on create. So my database is going to happen. See, while creating the Azure data factory here, see here, while getting the home, we have the see launch to do. We have the option for the launch to do. Same like that, we will get into this Azure Databricks also. Once it will get configured, we will click on go to resource and click on Azure Databricks. So to this, we can do some of the operations using PySpark. So using the PySpark, we can able to run the query and we can post the data into the SQL. So this also we can see whether it will be get or not. I don't know, but we will see. The deployment is going to still in progress. How much time it will take? The deployment still in progress. So why we closed our SQL database, but not at all issue. So see how I configure the SQL into this Power BI. We can also configure our SQL credentials in SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. We can also install like SSMS here, but I don't have now. I will configure later. In the next video, I will show you that thing also. So it's a small project. Don't be worried. Like I will do the bigger project in the coming video. So the deployment is still in progress. It's taking much time, right? Yeah, so, some of the things get created, but it's very hard to delete the Databricks. Once getting this now, we have so many hot things to delete. We can delete the resource group, but we have to forcefully delete the database. So one second, let me configure. It will take much time. Yeah. Now I'm getting see deployment successful and go to the resource. See, I have the same like Azure Data Factory. Before this, I have the option for the see getting the launch studio. Same like we have the launch workspace. So click on launch workspace. Sign into this Databricks. So I have my recent workspace or the new workspace. We have the like catalog here. How we can like create the catalogs here, right? All the things. See my Databricks. I have the default like a default databases here. Having no data, right? So I have the sample data also, but I didn't create any samples while I'm configuring the SQL database. So we have the compute services, all the things, and we have the SQL editor also. So to here we can able to configure our SQL. But for for this, like why I done this? See, while I'm getting home, I will log in into this SQL also, SQL database, because it's the server, right? Where the query editor. So in the overview, I have a thing server name and the connection string. See, I have the connection string. I have the .NET, JDBC, OLDBC, PHP, and Go. So I mostly prefer the JDBC. So we can what the thing here, we can easily copy the thing and we can paste in the Azure Databricks. See, if we want to create the new notebook here, I want to create the new notebook here. So the new notebook name we can easily write the thing SQL notebook. See, we can create the string here using this. How? Let me run this. Yeah, allow, create and run, and it will definitely give the error. Okay, it is not give me error. So now what the thing is, we are getting the JDBC connection, but how we will read our data is we can configure by like this way. So if any errors, I will not get the data. But if I don't have the errors, I will get. Definitely I will get. And I'm giving df equals to spark.read.jdbc of URL equals to I given the JDBC here where I copied from the SQL database. So this is the database we have to configure in the Databricks, right? So let me click on my Databricks. It was able to starting this cluster, my personal cluster. So let me wait for 2 minutes. Either I will get the data or not. So everything is fine. We have to write the connection properties like this, and we have to customize our user and password all the things. And see in this JDBC, while the string connection was given now, in this we will never get the password. We have to manually enter the password like this, right? And then only we will get the data, but it will take some more time, baby. I think the power was dead. I need to plug in my charger, but before I need to plug in the charger, I need to get the data first. We will see. But anyhow, I had to plug in the charger. Just to see. Okay, I didn't plug in my charger. Okay. See, I write back. See, I already said this is just a string, it will not execute and it will give the error. I already said, and in the see, I did on query, I'm getting my query. See how many times I execute? I already executed two times. For your sake, I executed the third time. See, I'm getting the January, February, March again. The data is getting add on. How many times we will schedule the trigger, na? uh, that many times it will uh, run the pipeline and continuously deploying the data integrate into the SQL database. So this is how we will configure all the things. One second. So usually you can able to see the data, right? And if you want to analyze this data, you can go to down. We have a dashboards. We have a dashboards. See, we can click on create dashboard. We have the graph here. See, we have the analytical data here, and where we have to get the data from, we can create from SQL, right? We can write all the things. So if we click on workspace, we already entered the SQL notebook, right? So we can enter the data, all the things, Control A, Control C, and then coming to dashboards, we have a dashboard. We already create on click dashboard. So we can use the multiple things. We can analyze in Power BI as well as here, right? So in this way, so we if we have the run button, no warehouse or selected, just a second. We control X and then we need to select a warehouse. Serverless authentication control V and then let me run this query and then I will get the data where I can analyze it into this warehouse. But yeah, it's showing some syntax error here. So not at all issue control slash. So let me click on run one second. We will check for the lost time. I don't have much time. So yes, we can see we are not getting the data and select from a table. So we can get from any table. We don't have a table from here now. See we have the catalog rags, table usage or the catalog privileges. We can add this data and we can select store from my database dot informative schema. We have a several we have a data. So if we click on run, so what the data we will get? I'm getting only one. So we can also visualize here. See in the settings, we can click on auto encourage yes English. So for this, I see we have on the right side, we can usually click on dataset and in the x-axis what we have to give, in the y-axis what we have to give, and which number which which bar we can give, all the things. We can configure everything. Catalog name and on the base of guarantee we can get, and in the y thing we can give the count. No, we can give the none here, guarantee, and in the settings I want to give this. Yes, I'm getting into this. Just a second. See, on the x-axis, if I want to give the catalog name, not the catalog name, I'm getting the distinct count. No, I will get the count of not catalog name, categorical privileges. Current count on the basis of y. So we can give the categorical name. Yeah, this is how we will get the Databricks into this visualization. So for that's it for today's video. I think you will get the stuff, and we will meet in the other session, and we will do some other projects regarding to Azure Data Factory and Azure Databricks. Okay, let's done for today's class, and please subscribe my channel and like the video. Okay.